What's the most amount of money you pay for coaching?
The most amount of money, 150,000
For one person?
for one person.
What's that guy's name?
I can't say.
What's going on? Today, we're going to be talking to entrepreneurs in the streets of Miami. My name is Michael Barayev, and we're here to inspire the youth. So if you have not yet seen any of these questions, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see some amazing footage with us asking questions to the people in the streets of Miami and getting some amazing answers. So let's go, baby. Let's get some questions answered. What's the toughest thing you've been going through lately?
I'm just going through a breakup, brother. It sucks.
What's the biggest challenge of going through a breakup, in your opinion?
I feel like whenever you break up with someone, like, you're not only like losing someone else, you're like losing a part of yourself too, because like a lot of my time during the day was like spent with that person, and so now that they're no longer there, it's like that entire part of my day is gone too. So it's like that part of me is like, I have all this free time now. I'm like, what do I do with it? Because it's like, that was my life, you know what I mean? So it's like, imagine something just completely changing your life. That's kind of what it feels like.
What's the number one lesson or blessing you got from this?
I feel like everyone probably has different lessons they learn, but I feel like I learned to probably, honestly, from this one, just listen to your partner's wants. So
It's all good, bro. Listen, we're going to give you a hug.
appreciate it, brother.
That's my boy right there. In Russian culture versus the American culture, what's the difference in mindset of money?
I think in our culture, people are used to instability a lot more because, like, we saw our country fall apart. Versus in US, people are kind of expect things to be stable, and they make decisions from that perspective. Sometimes in my culture, people are like, let's just enjoy it and like spend and like buy whatever you want in the moment. But at the same time, you have to think, well, what about like 20 years, 30 years from now and saving for retirement?
That's a great perspective.
Yeah, like in my country, like for example, people were saving for retirement and all of their savings were wiped out to nothing one day, right? And so now people are like, why would I put off enjoying life if there is no certainty what will happen with those savings? But you have to find balance. It can happen anywhere.
What's the most amount of money you pay for coaching?
The most amount of money, 150,000
For one person?
for one person.
What's that guy's name?
I can't say.
So let me ask you a question. Was it worth it 150 grand to invest into that mentor?
100%. The most important thing about investing in other people's information is that you start to learn what they're doing in their life to create their success. And you can replicate that and put that in your business.
What's the number one mistake you made that a mentor helped you save a lot of money on?
The billing department. Your billing department is trash and you're not going out there to really have SOPs and stuff in place for that. You're gonna lose out on a lot of money. Aristotle Onassis was the richest man in the world. He said if he was broke, he would do one thing that would reestablish his wealth. And that is getting around like-minded people and successful people, because success creates a synergistic effect. So when you're around other people, it's just gonna help you grow even more. Investing in yourself is the best thing you'll ever do for yourself.
What do you do for work?
Roofing.
How did you get into roofing?
Been born into it, to be honest. It's a family business.
And what's the one thing you learned about being an entrepreneur?
Be honest with people. Be honest. The truth to get you anywhere, man. Truth to take you to the moon and back.
And why do you say that?
Because would you want somebody to lie to you?
No, I agree.
Truth is it.
What's the toughest thing about selling customers?
All the bullshit roofers out here making the roofing industry a bad thing.
What would you tell someone that's looking to get a roof? 3 things they need to look for to get a good company.
Honesty, good prices, and answering the phone, actually. A lot of roofers don't answer the phone.
What's going on so far? We had some amazing questions and amazing answers, as you guys have seen. We still got some more coming in. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Click the little notification bell so you know every single week we come at you with value videos and value content. Let's go!
Do you think in a relationship it is more important to be passive or aggressive?
I think you need to have a little bit of both. There has to be a little bit of some aggressiveness to get shit done, because if you want something, you gotta let the person know what you want. And also be a little bit passive as well to see if that other person is gonna do what they need to do. So it's kind of like a pull and push kind of relationship. That's with business, that's with friendship. Like, you're not gonna call your friend every single day, let's hang out, let's hang out, let's hang out. You're gonna somebody's call him, somebody's gonna call you, so it's gonna be a little bit aggressive, a little bit passive, it's gonna be back and forth. So that's where you kind of have a good synergistic relationship, in my opinion.
Then why do girls keep saying the guys try too hard when in reality at first they have to try that hard to even get their attention?
First of all, the girls play hard because they want the attention. Women need the attention.
Right.
Even though they get a lot of it, they want a specific type of attention. Because anybody can get attention, but they want the specific attention they want from a specific individual. When they get it, they're very afraid to give them everything, and then they're like, oh shit, I gave him everything, now what does he want? What they do is they give you a little bit, and they pull away. A little bit, and they pull away to make it harder and harder, so you then chase them.
And do you think that if we chase them at first and then we stop chasing them, they'll want us even more?
The thing is this, if you don't have enough prospects in your pipeline, you're gonna be a desperate. So when you have a lot of options, You don't care. It's called indifference. When I sit down with a customer, I generally don't give a shit if they sign up. I care about them, but I don't care about the sale. It's the same concept when it comes to friendships, females. I care about the individual, but if they don't want to be my friend, they don't want to spend time with me, they don't want to do anything with me, that's okay. I got 1,000 other options. Because if that person runs away, you're screwed all by yourself. And not only you're alone, you're lonely as well.
Beautiful advice. I'm one lonely man. Have a good night.
I used to be a television news reporter and decided that I wanted to be on the revenue generating side of comms and marketing. So I started in marketing and then moved my way into an account executive.
What's the toughest thing you learned about sales?
When you're working your hardest, you're typically making the least.
Wow, that's a good one. So how did you get over that hump?
You have to learn that there's ebbs and flows, that when you're planting is not when you're harvesting, you know? So you really, really have to be committed to your craft and continue to develop your skill set because you have to stay on top of it to win your clients over.
3 tips for someone that's in sales. They're going through the struggle, they're punching it through, they're hustling. 3 tips.
Become an expert, become a consultative seller. Nobody wants to buy something from somebody if they don't know what they're talking about. So become an expert in what you're selling, be the best at it. Know that when you're working really hard, you're probably going to see your benefits 6 months to a year out. So don't give up, keep working really hard and build a network. Layoffs happen all the time. I've been laid off before, so build that network and continue to network with your peers.
I'm a real estate agent.
What is the #1 lesson you got in the past 24 months that you learned?
I learned you have to be more focused on your advertising. Because advertising is the key, because now the digital world works everything on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it.
So you did not advertise as much as you should have?
No.
Going into 2024, 2023 right now, what are you going to do to advertise out there in the marketplace?
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hire the company, and I'm going to be #1 with advertising, especially in Salt Lake City, Utah.
So you want to dominate that market?
Yes, sir.
Why haven't you done it before? Like, what stopped you?
I worked most of my business based on referral, but now usually referrals comes to the end. Referrals work, but not as we anticipate to work.
So you want something more consistent?
Yes, sir.
For those that are not advertising right now, what would you tell them?
Please make sure advertise, let people know who you are. Don't try to be a secret agent. Be out there, talk to people, let people know who you are and what you do.
As you guys can see, we have some amazing questions with some amazing answers from the streets of Miami. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel so far, do me a favor, share this video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you guys a lot, and we'll see you guys in the next video.